As always, before the guide begins, the items required for the Shades of Mort'ton quest are going to be a Vial of Water, any axe, some logs, ashes, a tinderbox, about 1,000 coins, and a hammer. Recommendations for the quest are an additional 13,000 coins for the Flamtaer hammer, food and combat gear for lower levels, and completion in aid of the Myreque quest. It is recommended to bring all of the items required for this quest before running down to Mort'ton. In order to begin the Shades of Mort'ton quest, you need to get down here to the town of Mort'ton, which is south of Canifis. And in order to start it, you have to come to this broken down house and search the shelf. When you search the shelf, you're going to end up getting this book, or the diary, I'm sorry. Read the diary. You don't actually have to read, but just click through the pages, yada yada yada. There's a lot of pages. There we go. And it's going to end up, on the last one, it's going to tell you about the serum. Once you have done that, you will see Shades of Mort'ton has begun. So once that's done, drop the diary, and you want to search the smash table, because this will actually end up giving you, let's see here. Oh, okay. If you have the space for it, I'll go ahead and do it now. You can search the table, and it'll actually end up giving you 2 Tarromin and a rogue's purse. You don't need the rogue's purse for this quest, so you can actually go ahead and drop that. Now, once you're done with that, what you need to do next is go ahead and make the serum. So this is where the Vial of Water, the Tarromin, and the Ashes come into play. So use the Tarromin on that, use the Ashes, and you have Serum 207. Now you need to run up north to the general shop and use the serum on Razmire. And it's really easy to find the general shop. Just kind of look where all the players are, but you want to use it on him. So use Razmire. There you go. Now what you need to do is run through these different options, and he'll end up telling you what the next thing to do is. So ask him all of these options, and then once we're done with that, we will go on to the next step. Once you've gone through all of the options with Razmire, he's going to ask you to kill 5 of the shades, and these are all level 40. So what you need to do is just run around the town and find the lure shades and just start killing them. And here we go. I don't know why I didn't attack. So kill 5 of these, keep the remains with you, and then once you're done killing these, go back to Razmire, and you'll have to use another dose of the serum on him to speak to him. Just a little side note, killing 5 of these before you speak to him will not count towards the quest, so it will not work. Alright, now that we've got all 5 of the lore remains, we need to come back up here and use the serum on him again. And it helps to close the door. There we go. Use it on him. How's it going? And he takes 2 of them from you. Now you need to go through these and ask him to open up the general store and buy 1 olive oil from him. Then talk to him again and ask him to open up the building store. Now when you're in here, you need to buy a timber beam. Good grief, someone opened up the door. But once you're done talking to him again, you need to ask him to open up the builder store, and then buy 1 timber bean, 1 limestone brick, and 3 swamp paste per timber and limestone. So basically you'll need 1, 1, and 3. Alright, let me get this part next. Once you've got the timber bean, the limestone brick, and your swamp paste, head over here to the east where the watermark is, and you need to speak to this dude. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name. But you need to use the serum on him and speak to him, and he's going to take 1 of your remains as well. Now speak to him about the different remains. What did you find out about the remains? And he's going to end up going through a list of just different dialogue. Sorry, I stumbled there. Whoops. And so basically at this point what you're going to need to do is ask him to tell you about the temple, which is up to the northeast over here. And you're going to have to rebuild the temple. You can ask him how to make the serum permanent, which will be Serum 208, and that will make them forever unafflicted, which is very nice, especially for the general store up there. So now what we need to do is actually go to the temple and start rebuilding it. Now, if you want to make this a little bit easier, you can come up here and buy a hammer. It's a Flamtaer hammer, I believe is what it's called. No, the serum wore off. Okay, 1 sec. Well, that took longer than expected. So once you get the serum and you have the general store open again, you can actually buy this hammer. It's 13k, and what it is it just makes building the temple a lot easier, and it makes it go by a lot faster. So once you've got all of this stuff, you want to head up here to the northeast. Yep. And this is where choosing a specific world really helps. World 307 is actually known for being this minigames world, and yeah, you can also check the forums there. You can do the world hop minimap and all this and that. World hop minimap? What does that mean? Sorry about that. You can basically just find a world with a lot of people doing this and who will help you rebuild. Because once you get it rebuilt, you actually have to get your Sanctity up to level 10%. And once it's up to 10%, then you can use the olive oil on the Sacred Flame that'll be in the middle. And then once that is done, even a swarm is showing up. Wow, alright then. Once that's done, you will have the stuff to make pyre logs, which will finish off the quest. So let me get up to 10% Sanctity, have to fix the broken fire altar and all this and that, so let's do that. So a few things. This is what I was talking about. If you come under your quest tab and you click on the red circle, you can get this drop down list, and there are mini games, and that'll help you find a better world or a better group to help rebuild. However, if you can see here, there's only 4 of us here. 2 of us are killing shades and keeping them from attacking the walls, which takes down the repair status, while the other 2 are just rebuilding. Now, if you have lower levels such as myself, I'm only level 61, my combat stats are not that great, have the lower levels rebuild, while the higher attack levels, and people with better gear do the attacking so they can kill the shades a lot faster, and that will keep up your repair status. Now, if you're worried about Sanctity, all I've been doing is just killing shades, trying to keep them off of the temple, and my Sanctity is already up to 44%. So it's really, either building or killing. Either way is going to get you the Sanctity that you need, but you want to get it up to, like I said, 20 to 30%. That'll be really great, and it really helps out a lot. So just keep doing this until the fire altar in the middle is repaired and you're able to light the Sacred Flame. Okay, so there you go. Repair status at 100%. The flaming fire altar has been lit, and I now have my sacred oil. You want to use the sacred oil on the logs, and you'll get pyre logs. Now, if you have the serum, I ran out of serum. I accidentally clicked on empty, but if you have the serum as well, and you're up to level 20% Sanctity, what you can actually do is use the serum on there, and serum 207 will become serum 208, which again causes permanent effects for the people. So what you want to do in order to finish the quest, go away from me, go away, dang it. Okay. What you want to do in order to finish it is come on over here to these funeral pyres, and you want to use the pyre logs on it, use the lore remains on it, and then you want to light it. Now once you light it, it should do a little animation here. The animation was not anywhere near as great, and then you'll have a key on the end. Once you pick up the key, that's going to end the quest, and that will show you the rewards, I believe. Oh, not yet. You have to run back over to the guy in the water house. That's what I'm going to call it. So run back over to him. That was my mistake, and there you are. Speak to him. Don't tell me I need to make another serum. Okay, so let me make another serum, and then we will go from there. Once you have the serum again, if he's afflicted, go ahead and use the serum on him, and then speak to him, and that will finish the quest. So here we go, and let's just finish it on up. Oh, forgot to use the serum on him. There we go. There we are. So for this quest, as you can see, you get 2,000 crafting and Herblore experience, as well as 3 quest points, which is very nice. And whenever you are finished with this quest, Energy potions, nice. Once you're finished with the quest, you will actually be able to continue making Serum 207, which is just Tarromin and Ashes, which is actually pretty good training for Herblore for the earlier levels, because Ashes are a heck of a lot easier to gain over Limpworts. They do grant you 50 experience per serum, and like I said before, if you use Serum 207 on the Sacred Flame, you'll be able to permanently cure them, which will be very nice for the general store over here. So that's the guide. That is the Shades of Mort'ton quest. I do hope you enjoyed the guide. I hope it was very helpful for you. Leave a comment in the section below if you have any questions or any recommendations for future guides, and I hope this was helpful to you, and have a great day. As an added bonus for the quest, if you keep the diary and you bring it to the apothecary in Myreque, you can actually give the diary to the apothecary and they will give you a little bit of extra experience for Herblore. And the extra experience is actually going to be 335 experience, which is nice and helpful. So be sure to hold on to that diary. If you do drop it, you can always return back to the shelves in Mort'ton and pick up another book on your way out. But this can only be done one time.